on megalithic culture in Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra by Nagpur University. MA Ancient Indian History, Culture and Archaeology. And also he has written book on Deccan Megaliths, edited volume, Culture and Cognition in Reconstructing the Past. And also he published nearly 70 articles in national and international journals. Now he is going to deliver General Presidential Address. Please. Thank you.
Wasting much of your time, I would just start from where I have stopped in the morning. That is, the evidential value of the coins is well known to be reiterated here. Coins are probably some of the smallest objects found in archaeological excavations, but my contributions to the subject of numismatics is very meager, limited to a joint paper with Joe Cribb from the British Museum about a Chinese coin found at a coastal site, Kottapatnam, in the present Balaji district, Andhra Pradesh. South India is known for rich numismatic yields since very early days. In fact, one of the largest hoard of gold coins, consisting of 16,586 coins, was reported from Koduru in the former Nellore district, Andhra Pradesh. The hoard, consisting of various dynasties, was thought to belong to a period prior to the Vijayanagara, as no coins of the dynasty have been found in the hoard. The author, interestingly, opined that that author has opined that it was the property of either a rich zamindar or a merchant prince. More probably, the collection is the booty of a robber band. The same author also felt that most of the coins, round in shape, belong to the well-known type of Padma Tanka of the Western Chalukyas, assignable to 12th century CE. However, Dr. Raja Reddy identified them as of Telugu Choda rulers with the titles Bhujabala, Bhujavira, Kata Chitra, Jagadoba, Gajja, etc. Interestingly, the coins have legends in Tamil Grantha, Telugu Kannada or Nagari. In the past, coins also served as agents of religious expression and assertion. When the South Indian Hindu kingdoms, such as the Pandyas of Madura, Cholas of Tanjore, Hoysalas of Dwarsamudra, Yadavas of Devagiri, and Kaktiyas of Orugallu suffered reverses at the hands of Delhi Sultans, Khiljis and Tughlaqs in the 14th century, the establishment of Vijayanagara Empire in 1336 CE provided a ray of hope to halt the annihilation of the Hindu creed. The Vijayanagara rulers used coinage as an instrument of Hindu assertion by issuing coins bearing image of a Hindu deity or an animal worshipped by the Hindus. Deities like Vishnu, Shiva, Parvati, Lakshmi, Lakshmi Narayana, Lakshmi Narsimha, Brahma, Saraswati, Rama, Sita, Krishna, Balakrishna, Durga, Venkateswara with Sri Devi and Bhudevi, and Hanuman were depicted on the coins. The positive impact of these issues was aptly summarized by Dr. Raja Reddy in the following words. It was indeed praiseworthy that efforts of Vijayanagara rulers succeeded in to keep alive the Hindu tradition and faith in spite of heaviest odds through the medium of coinage. Probably no other example can aptly illustrate the important role played by the coins in social and religious sphere, apart from its use as monetary exchange. Quite often the coins provide undeniable evidence of changed political fortunes. One of the relevant examples in this category relates to Kshahrata Satavahana rivalry for domination of sea-borne trade. Kshahrata's ruled parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan and Western Malwa in the early centuries of the Common Era. The predecessors of Gautamiputta Satakarni suffered reverses at the hands of Nahapana and lost some parts of Western Maharashtra. This resulted in the loss of the important port of Kalyana, which was crucial for trade with the Mediterranean region. The Periplus states that if the Greek vessels, even by accident, entered the port of Kalyana, then a guard was put on the vessel and it was forcibly taken to Barigaja, that is Barukacha. Such was the importance of foreign trade in the early centuries of the Common Era. In such a situation, important evidence of turning of the fortunes was provided by the numismatic evidence. The lost regions of Western Maharashtra were recovered by Gautami Putra Satakarni, who killed the Shahrata ruler Nahapana and restruck his silver coins, a fact indicating the changed fortunes. The significance of the numismatic evidence was realized when the present author discovered a coin bearing the Chinese characters at Kottapatnam. Prior to the discovery of this coin, the finds of stamped or paddle-impressed pottery, which is completely alien to that land, suggested that it was imported ware and it has close similarity with the wares from Southeast Asia. But there was no definite confirmatory evidence till we discovered the above said Chinese coin. Both archaeological and numismatic evidence suggested that Kottapatnam was an active port in the past, though now it is a small village with hardly 100 houses. In such a situation, one of the lingering questions was, till what period the place served as a port? The answer to this question was provided by the Chinese coin. The coin was assignable to Yongli period as the coin bears an inscription, Yongli Tongbo, that is currency of the Yongli period, assignable to 1403 to 1424, identified as an issue of the Ming Dynasty Emperor Taizong. This evidence suggests that the port was receiving imported material at least till the early decades of the 15th century. I take this opportunity to bring to your notice some of my numismatic discoveries during my several archaeological explorations and excavations. First, I would like to deal with some more coins that were found at the ancient port of Kottapatnam. Apart from the few Chinese coins, the site also has yielded some Vijayanagara coins. So this coin containing a humped bull facing right with the sun and moon symbols above, and reverse there is an inscription or writing Sri Devaraya in Kannada and Telugu script. It has been identified thanks to Dr. Raja Reddy Garu, who has done this identification, etc. Because I myself doesn't have expertise in this, so he has helped me in doing this identification of these coins. So it is an issue of Devaraya I, who ruled from 1406 to 1422 CE of Vijayanagara. So the next coin is also from Kottapatnam, a copper issue, humped bull to the right on the obverse with sun and moon symbols on the obverse only, and reverse Nagari script Pratapa Devaraya. So it is known that Pratapa Immadi Devaraya was the son of Devaraya II, who ruled between 1424 and 1446. There are opinions that Devaraya II was succeeded by his three sons, Mallikarjuna, Virupaksha and Pratapa Immadi Devaraya, and they were ruling simultaneously three parts of the vast Vijayanagara Empire. The same author also has expressed that the three brothers were struggling for the throne and reigned at different reigned at different times according to the changing fate. In this confusing situation, that is when the three rulers were contesting with each other, the fact that Pratapa Devaraya issued coins in his name may indicate success in this struggle. The evidence of the Chinese coin and the Vijayanagara coins suggests that Kottapatnam was a flourishing port during the first half of the 15th century CE. Going further north, a place known as Gopalapatnam in the present Anakapelli district of Andhra Pradesh, that is, we can say, little south of Visakhapatnam, has yielded lead issues assignable to the Satavahana and Sada rulers. So, this lead coin, which was found at this Gopalapatnam, it contains on the obverse 3 arched hill with legend around, that is reading Siri Puduma, and on the reverse Ujjaini symbol. So it has been identified as coin of Pudumavi of Satavahana dynasty. This issue is also from Gopalapatnam. On the obverse, lion facing left, and reverse is unfortunately completely worn out. So this coin is assignable to the Sadas. And the next coin is this also of Sadas. So the obverse only outline of animal is visible, probably lion, and reverse is completely worn out. So, respected scholars, I take this opportunity to stress on the need for undertaking analytical study of the coins. Usually the tendency is to look at the coins rather than look into the coins. That is, most of the coins are studied based on the information that is evident on the surface, like the legend, symbols, portraits, etc. Apart from this, more useful information can be gathered by undertaking compositional analysis of the metals used in the coins. For such studies now, fortunately, non-destructive analytical techniques like XRF, that is X-ray fluorescence, or EDAX, that is energy dispersive X-ray analysis, or PIXI, that is proton-induced X-ray emission. These analytical techniques help us in identifying most of the elements present in the material, especially identifying the trace elements to help us in identifying the source region of the material. This helps us in understanding the trading patterns during the ancient period. In this context, the possibility of identifying the original Roman coins and the local imitations is a great possibility. Such investigations were carried out on some of the sites near Vinukonda explored by the present author. At 3 localities in this area, huge heaps of slag and tuyeres have been noticed. Since no metallic residue could be noticed in the slag by cursory examination, it was difficult to identify the metal that was processed at these places. When the slag was subjected to EDAX analysis, lead traces were detected. It is likely that the Satavahana and the Sada rulers were obtaining lead from the Vinukonda region for their coinage and other needs. But at the same time, we also have to keep in mind the imported lead as a source for the Satavahana coins. Periplus mentions that the imports of Barigaja port included Italian wine, Arabian brass or copper, and tin and lead, coral, goldstone, yellowstone, gold and silver and perfumes, etc. For us, the information that the lead used to be, tin and lead used to be imported into Barigaja port is important, as it indicates that India was obtaining lead from foreign sources also. In this situation, it is important to understand whether some of the lead, tin and copper was coming from foreign sources. Even if we presume that the coins used to be produced using the local raw material, even then it is important to trace the mines that were supplying the raw material for such productions. Yes, it helps us in understanding the trading patterns. For such investigations, the use of scientific analysis of the coins is important. To trace the source of the base metals, I am sure that this approach will open up enormous new vistas in the numismatic studies. So I am grateful to Dr. Raja Reddy Garu for identifying the coin discoveries included in this paper. and also for sending me a lot of reference material. So now at present days, this the numismatics can be included in the tangible heritage, but in future we are not very sure. Maybe the numismatics may slip into intangible heritage because the bitcoins are now introduced. So Bitcoin is not a physical coin, it is a digital coin, and maybe in future the coins may disappear. So whatever evidence we have and whatever evidence we are going to get is going to be very valuable, because in future we may not get any new coins to study. So with these remarks, I would like to conclude my address. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you.
Professor K.P. Murthy garu, Raja Reddy garu, Satyamurthy garu, Dayakar garu, and the elders, the research scholars who are sitting off the dais, friends, BRAOU family. Good afternoon once again to you all. I am Professor G. Mary Sunanda, working at Department of Education. It is indeed, I really enjoyed the morning inaugural session thoroughly. All the speakers, they brought all the past things, study of coins, numismatics, and their dedication really inspired me a lot. And I also presented, what you call a full paper, not a full paper, but abstract. Let me read out the abstract. The title of my abstract is Rediscovering the Study of Coins to Reconstruct Indian Education System from the Past, Present to Future, Issues and Challenges. The noun, let me tell you something about the etymological meaning of the word numismatics. The noun numismatics and the adjective numismatic came to English via French numismatic from Latin and Greek nomesia, meaning coin. Nomisma in turn derives from the Greek verb nomizein, to use. Ultimately, from the noun comes custom or law. This is what I found in the net. I have to recheck it. Okay, so it is the study of coins and it is the study of use of coins since the time immemorial. We have been studying the coins came out in the Aryan period and later on, like South Indian is the specifically mentioned in our today's seminar. So, Aryan civilization gave birth to 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda and Atharvana Veda. These Vedas were written in Sanskrit language. The ancient period that spread from 2500 BC to 1200 AD has ashrama schools. In ashrama schools, the teaching was done in Sanskrit. The children of kings used to come to schools along with other students, thus the medium of instruction was Sanskrit. Today Kishan Rao sir also, he opened his conversation with a sloka. What I feel is that it was in Sanskrit, I think, okay? So, this system has slowly changed when Gautama Buddha was born in 566 BC. His teachings and the spread of middle path led to popular schools where Pali and Prakrit were the medium of instructions. These things were taken place during the tenure of the Jainism and Buddhism. Ashoka was one of the greatest emperors of ancient India during the medieval period from 200 AD. When I said Ashoka was the greatest period, what comes to our mind? The inscriptions, the relics that comes to our mind. when he was there, Pali and Prakrit languages were also in vogue, like Jainism and Buddhism. Like how to differentiate whether this is Pali and Prakrit. Before writing this abstract, I also searched for some of the coins that are there in my box. Then after we got independence, I have some coins, like in that what is written, image, a picture was there on the coin, like back side and front side. Okay, so one side was that India map was there, and in that a round like figure like thing was there. What it comes, what we have to understand, it is only the picture of Parliament House. Then I also searched some of the coins. In that coins I found Satyamev Jayate. So reverse and avos. Okay, so Satyamev Jayate, it is always written in Sanskrit, isn't it? So Pali Prakrit, how to understand what is the lipi, and people from the dais, they said, okay. Yes, yes.
If there are any new finds, etc.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you. Yes. So these three periods. Yes, Islamic education was also introduced. Muhammad Ghori came to India. He established mosques and colleges to teach precepts of Islam and Muhammadan law. This is about the medieval period. Mosques were served for the purpose of madrasa and maktaba. A formal education system in an Islamic way was started during this period. The method of teaching was oral, and there are other instances like Feroz Shah Tughlaq was himself a great student of history, patronized these institutions and provided liberal financial assistance to run madrasas. Akbar from the Mughal Empire, the great, he encouraged learning and provided patronage to many religious scholars and experts in their disciplines. This was unusual at that time. During the British rule, we know everything. The school of education was there, medium of instruction and the teacher education were thoroughly revised and given prominence. British rulers appointed various commissions and committees to recommend the reforms in primary education, technical education, high school education, college education, teacher education, etc. Macaulay to Wood's dispatch to Lord Curzon to Till University Education Commission, Hartock Committee, all the reforms were implemented from time to time during this rule.
Coins, please.
Yes.
On the coins.
Yes. Coins now became the primary source of study for research. In conclusion, coins serve the purpose of primary source. They convey the names of kings with their titles, portraits, events, places, dates, dynasties, achievements, and prosperity. Education was in vogue during the times of ancient, medieval, and modern. When it comes to education and its images and coins, scanty resources are available. The Guru-Shishya relationship in ancient systems, sitting under the tree and studying, was not, I did not find. Student learning Pali and Prakrit are yet to be rediscovered. The coins of the structures of the domes of schools of madrasa and maktaba are rarely or hardly available. The visits to British Museum, Kabul Museum, and also to Salarjung Museum are time-consuming and issue-related. So with these few challenges, I say that thank you for you all for patient listening, and also I thank the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais for giving me this opportunity to present few ideas on the education. Thank you one and all.
I am Moushumi Kormakar. I am work and artist and sculptor. A coin is a piece of metal with an authorized stamp used as a medium of exchange in our daily life. It is made of pure metals or metal alloys like gold, silver, copper, lead, billion, platin, bronze. In South India, coins were issued by Pallava, Kadamba, Pandya, Chalukya, Chola, Kakatiya, Yadavas, Vijayanagara, and Nayaka. It is agreed as known from various literary and archaeological sources that the innovative period of Indian coinage lies in the 6th to 7th century BC. Indian sculpture, ancient Indian coin, and cave paintings have some similarities with art forms and philosophical theory. A panel of
This sir. No, change out. Change out.
A panel of sculpture in the Bharut Stupa, dated in the 1st century BC, depicts the famous Buddhist story, the purchase of the Jetavana Park. It tells how the banker Ananda Pindika gifted the Jetavana Park to the Buddha. The figures representing Karshanapanas resemble the punchmark coins. This evidence indicates that a tradition of the currency of punchmark pieces was prevalent in the 1st century BC in the age of Buddha. Before the use of machine in the early 19th century, different minting techniques were used in India for coins like archaic die struck or punchmark, casting, die struck, repose technique. These methods can also be known from the writings such as Arthashastra and Aini Akbari. The standard quality of coins depends on the metal composition, size of coin, the depth of relief, and even on the skill of the artist. Artists tried to capture the spirit of sculptural quality in the coin relief. At work of the coins depends on the minting technique, simple art composition, material thickness, different types of inscription, aesthetic value, its abstracts form like human figure, animals, symbols were essential parts of the coins. In India, Mohenjo-daro dancing girl was the first copper sculpture found. It was made by casting method, which was invented in 2300 to 1750 BC in our country. Coinage made from sheets by casting method was invented in India around 6th to 7th centuries BC. The first series of the same were circulated in Janapadas. Ancient punchmark coins were executed with shanken relief. This relief was mostly used in Egyptian sculpture. Simple motif, daily life symbols were used for punchmark coins. These symbols and motif have some similarities with cave painting, like elephant symbol found in some punchmark coin and Singavaram coin. As an artist, I have observed that Indian coin, cave painting, elephant drawing, and punchmark coin, elephant symbol have some similarities. In coins, art form was used as abstract form or semi-realistic form for small coin size. In our country, the study of art in coinage gradually developed with improved coin minting technique. Different types of stylistic features are observed in different time periods of coins. In punchmark method, a large number of symbols, prototype motif, geometric symbols like circles and square were used. After punchmark coins, portraits, human figures, animals formed in semi-realistic or realistic manners were started being used for different minting techniques. Portraits have some anatomically details like clearly formed cheeks, broad and smooth forehead, shanken eyes, deeply incised lines on the hair. These portraits were characterized by bold line drawing with low relief. The size of the portraiture in the inscribed coins are also very important. The steatite seals were the most impressive and enigmatic artifact from the Harappa civilization. Indus Valley seals include pictographic symbols of animals' forms. These forms have some similarities with punchmarked coins. Some of the seals display plain linear symbols such as multiple crosses, circles, dots, swastikas, and the leaves of the sacred peepal tree. The vast pantheon of divinities is seen as iconological features in stone, metal sculpture, and coinage. Mostly 5 symbols were used in punchmark coins, and size were same for most of the symbols. In casting method, one symbol or motif was found to be bigger compared to other symbols or inscription. Knowledge of the skeletal structure and musculature of animals is also important of the artist for realistic, semi-realistic, naturalistic, and abstract forms. On the basis of minting techniques, ancient Indian coins are divided into 4 categories as follows. Archaic die struck or punchmark method. In punchmark technique, the blank used for minting and the coin was cast into the seeds. The blank was cut to the required weight and the same was punched or struck using a die. Coins were impressed separate punches with various dies which were applied irregularly at various points on the surface. In this coin, mostly used material was silver and rarely copper and lead. These coins are identified based on their province and the geographical locations of the Janapadas as known from literary sources. Intaglio is a form of sculpture which was used in punchmark coins. For manufacturing such coins, a prescribed amount of metal was melted in a crucible and the molten metal was left to be cooled as a lump or was cast into sheets of required thickness. The same were then divided into pieces of same weight and final adjustments were made by cutting small bits. In casting method, this method of production has been widely used since 1st century AD. The process of manufacturing these coins involves preparation of mold, melting of metal and casting of the latter in the mold. Here a mold is prepared containing the impression of the coin on which molten metal is poured. The metal would receive the positive impression of the type found in negative on the mold. Sculptural form low relief, basso-relief was used in this casting process. In this type of relief, the forms have relatively no projection from the background and no undercuts are used. Some of the uninscribed copper coins from Andhra and North Karnataka were made through this method. Uninscribed cast coins made of copper were found in 6th to 3rd century BC. Some casting metal found joined together by a bar of metal indicating that these were cast in pairs. Different types of animal figures, portraits, iconographic figure, human figures used as art forms are found to be realistic or semi-realistic or naturalistic manners that are impressed by the relief quality improved by this method. Die struck method. This method of production has been used at least since 1st century AD. Metals were melted and refined to the desired purity or fineness and then made as blanks of appropriate weight. In ancient time, Indians were used to work on metals long before the first coins were struck at the end of the 5th-4th century BC. The relatively orientation or alignment of the obverse and reverse images on ancient, medieval and even coin were struck till 18th century varied considerably. Repose. In repose technique, the thin blank was placed on a metal displaying the positive impression on the device either in high relief or in a sunken relief. The thin blank was then hammered to receive on one of its sides the positive impression of the device either in relief or as incised. The thin blank was placed on a metal displaying the positive impression of the device either in high relief or in a sunken state. Singavaram punchmark coins are cup-shaped and were probably made by repose method. 2 Chola coins were also minted by this method. Repose technique were mainly used in South Indian temple arch. Artist S. Dhanpal used this technique in his contemporary sculpture. The pure metals have one definite melting point, whereas alloys, on the other hand, have substantial and wide melting ranges. The melting point of a metal is the degree of temperature at which the metal changes its physical state from solid to liquid. Gold is one of the soft metal having specific gravity 19.2. Bilon is an alloy of copper and silver with copper as a major part. And copper is a soft reddish metal known since ancient times and having specific gravity of 8.89. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Beginning about some patent silver coins in our department collection. Some silver coins are there. I think that Veena Saraswati published that one. But now I am also repeated that Lakshmi Varagan and Parvati Arovai. I have the opportunity to take that points. So I am writing this paper, beginning of patent issues of Travancore state. Mr. Walter Gilead has referred to Travancore Mint as the only Hindu Tangashala, Travancore, maintained in its original form till 1885 and was established in the year 1790 CE at Patnapuram, elsewhere Travancore state, at present in Tamil Nadu. Varieties of coins in gold, silver and copper were minted from this old mint from 17th to the middle of the 18th century. Reverend Samuel Mattier in his coinage of Travancore mentions several pattern coins that struck in silver. An attempt was made during the reign of Rani Gauri Lakshmi Bai to mint Varahan coins in silver. A letter was issued by the Rani to the resident Colonel Monroe seeking his permission to mint a new coin with the name Lakshmi, that in Tamil it is Lakshmi. This letter dated 14th Thulam 988 ME, 1813 CE. Also mentions about the sample of Varahan coin that was being sent to him for approval. But after the sad demise of Rani Lakshmi Bai in 1990 ME, her sister Rani Gauri Parvati Bai became the regent of Travancore state in 1815 to 1829 CE. The approval of minting Varahan was obtained only during the reign of Rani Parvati Bai in 1992 ME. Rani issued Lakshmi Varahan series coins in 4 denominations, namely half, quarter, Areikal Varahan and Magani Varahan in the year in 1993 ME. However, it is not clear that these coins were of legal tender issues. The weight standard of this Varahan series is not comparable and equivalent to the British rupee coins. The coins used to bear Lakshmi on obverse and the reverse with the name of coin, value and year of Tamil numerals Lakshmi Varahan Array 900 910 3, that is 993 ME in Tamil numeral. Description of the Lakshmi Varahan. Half rupee, seated figure of 2 armed Lakshmi on lotus, carry lotus flower on both hands. Reverse Tamil legend Lakshmi Varahan Array Lakshmi Varahan half, followed by 993 Mandu, that means here. Metal, silver, weight 12.5 gram, diameter 31 mm, thickness 2. Next, Lakshmi Varahan quarter rupee, Kal Juba. Seated figure of 2 armed Lakshmi on lotus, carry lotus flower on both hands. Tamil legend Lakshmi Varahan Kal, followed by Tamil numeral 993 year. Silver, weight 6.28 gram, diameter 24, thickness 2 mm. Serial number 3, Lakshmi Varahan Areikal rupee, that means 1/8 rupee, 993 ME. Seated figure of 2 armed Lakshmi on lotus, carry lotus flower on both hands. Reverse Tamil legend Lakshmi Varahan Areikal, followed by Tamil numeral 993 year. Then coin number 4, Lakshmi Varahan Magani rupee, 1/16 rupee. Seated figure obverse shows the seated figure of 2 armed Lakshmi on lotus, carry lotus flower on both hands. Reverse Tamil legend Lakshmi Varahan Magani in Tamil. There is some doubt in our book, Veena Sarasan, some wrong interpretation in that Magani is written in Tamil in this. That is my interpretation. I am illustrating this Magani Rubai. That is the Veena Sarasan's book, some photo changes. Tamil Magani followed by Tamil numeral 993 year. Then Lakshmi, another one coin, that is Lakshmi Varahan, minted in 992 ME. But the denomination coins in 4 denomination coins were written the denomination on the coins in Tamil. But this Lakshmi Varahan, the year is earlier year 992 ME. That is obvious. We can see seated figure of 2 of Lakshmi carrying lotus on both hands. But Tamil legend Varahan, Lakshmi Varahan 992 ME, followed by Tamil numeral 992 year. That means in this coin, no name of the denomination is not seen in this silver coin. I think that on the proclamations or near to we can see that Lakshmi Varahan is minted for the some minted in the origin pattern of pieces. So this is the earliest 992 written in Tamil numeral is the earliest one, I think that. Coin number 5 is another unique pattern was struck using Tamil legend with year only. Gold Lakshmi Varahan of the same device and year 992 was in the stock of British Museum, London, was published by Veena Sarson in the book of Traversing Travancore through the ages on coins, page 118, coin number 193. The above Varahans, which is found to be a machine struck coin, must have been the earliest attempt to make machine struck pattern coins of Travancore. Then another one, Parvati Rupa. Parvati Rani issued 3 denominations of Parvati Rupai in 1822 CE. Obeys decorated conch encircled by Parvati Rupa in Tamil mixed with Malayalam. Hijra year 1236 Sard E Parvati in Persian, Parvati Rupai in Tamil mixed with Malayalam. That is metal is silver, weight is 11 gram. Diameter is 27 mm, thickness 2 mm. Parvati Array Rubai, decorated conch encircled by Parvati Array Rubai, Tamil mixed with Malayalam. Reverse, Hijra year 1236, Sarb A Parvati in Persian, Parvati Rubai. I think that's not Array, it is Chamayam. Last letter is some doubt. So, with the help of some expert, I read that. This letter Cha Ma Yam and not Arad in Tamil letter. Weight standard is 5.6 gram, diameter 22 mm, thickness 2. Then Parvati Kajava, that's quarter rupee in 997 ME. And 97 ME. Decorated conch encircled by Parvati Kajava in the year in Tamil numeral 900, 9, 10, 7. That means 1997. Towards Hijra year 1236, Sarbi Parvati in Persian, Parva, and then some space, then Pai, that is not Rubai, Pai, the short form is Pai, and no quarter rupee in the Tamil numeral, only some space. In the matter illustration, in Veena Sarson's work, matter illustrate that it one is Vandram or Trivandrum. But I have some doubt that I think that is not Vandram, it is by. Now my mint name is mentioned in these above coins. Weight is 3.22 gram, diameter 80 mm, thickness 1.5 mm. From the legend, it is learned that the coin was issued by Rani Gauri Parvati Bhai of Travancore. Rani minted rupee series in 1/2 and quarter rupa in silver. Obeys has the official crest of Travancore dynasty encircled by Parvati Rupa in Malayalam. One reverse the Hijra year 1236 below Sarva Parvati in Persian script and the name of coin Parvati Rupai in Tamil is with Malayalam. It was in the first time Persian script used in Travancore, imitating the patterns of Madras President Seymour. The weight standard of Parvati Rupee corresponds with the similar issues of the British rupees. These pattern varahans and rupee series were not allowed for circulation because of the political supremacy of the British in Travancore kingdom. Travancore had no single rupee coin issued during the period. British 1 rupee had the value of 28.5 chakram of Travancore and was officially recognized for trading purposes. Under these circumstances, the silver coins remain as pattern issues stored in old Travancore mint. Not less than 62 varieties in different denominations in gold, silver and copper coins were minted and circulated in Travancore. Apart from the regular coins, special issues and pattern coins were also introduced in 1817, 1818, 1822. All these issues were not meant for circulation. The last special issue was in 1931, that is a Tulafara cash in gold. No mint name is indicated on Travancore coinage until 1877 CE. Based on the need or proclamation 1252 ME by Aile Tiridal Maharaja of Travancore, gold varahans were minted for circulation having the mint name or the state name Tiruvudangode and the coin is known as Travancore Varahan. The above pattern coins were registered as the re-minted Travancore coin silver in the World Stock Register, page number 16, and preserved in World Kammattam Mint at Padmanabharam Palace in Tamil Nadu.
Today I have to read a paper about the gold spherules in the collection of Kerala Archaeology Department. Department of Archaeology recently examined 14 gold spherules from the collection of our department, and these are the phonemes from the period of 13th century to 14th century. These spherules have been used as coinage in ancient times. Such gold spherules were recovered from the excavations and the treasure troves and have standard weight of 52 grains or 32 ratis. Corresponding to the ancient pagoda or Varahan weight, some spherules used to bear tiny punch mark also. These spherules had a long history of circulation. The scholars are of the opinion that the spherules formed the vast treasure of the south, which was transported by Alauddin Muhammad Khilji and by his successors in the 14th century. According to historians of the period, the king used to distribute the spherules lavishly to the nobles and other dignitaries in Delhi for a long time. Here you can see the obverse and reverse of the spherules, and the 14 spherules having auspicious symbols on the obverse, and the reverse is blank skyphate. These are commonly known as globules also. The weight ranges of these coins is 0.309 to 0.380 gram and having uniform dia of 5 mm and thickness varies 2 mm. These are the selective photos of some spherules. Among the spherules, 2 coins are of another variety. These are considered phoneme variety and datable to the 14th century. The obverse has the usual auspicious symbol, while the reverse has the stylized scroll pattern. Weight of the coin are 0.374 gram and the dia is 6 mm. The thickness is 1.5 mm.
Ancient families of which the members had subordinate position under the rulers of Karnataka. The Silhara's descent was traced from mythical Vidyadhara prince Jimutavahana, son of Jimutha, Western Ocean, when it was threatened by the arrow of Parashurama. His descendants came to be known by that name. This name has other forms also like Silara, Silara, Sivalara and Shilahara. Shilahara seems to be simply by Sanskritized form, and the true original form of it is perhaps presented in an inscription of about 950 AD on the Soltogi plate, which mentions a family called Selara. The Silaras were of Karnataka origin. They spoke Kannada in the beginning. Ter, now in Osmanabad district of Maharashtra, was then a part of Karnataka kingdom. The 3 branches has Kannada as their mother tongue is shown in not only by the names of their branches and has Kannada as their mother tongue, is also shown by the names of the ministers and officers which end in the name Ayya, but also the titles or the birudas like Mangala Ganda, Gandara Ganda, Gandavangara, Villa Vadangala Varaduditya, Ayyana Singha were all Kannada names. It is also noticed in small and large stone inscriptions which is composed in Kannada from the beginning to the end.
Kollam's maritime trade links with Sri Vijaya. Sri Vijaya was a Buddhist state which comprised Sumatra, Java and better part of Malay archipelago. Here. And they used to call it Sanfoski. That is mean all different names, but the thing is, one is.
We are supporting some point in this.
That's it, sir. This Kollam's it was early in the 9th century. We come to know about Kollam as a flourishing port, and its rise to prominence came with the charter given by Bernard ruler Vaiyanadi Tiruvadi to Maruvan Iso to construct a port that they gave to construct a palli, that is a church, to a Christian church. And for that, there were some trade corporates and guild maritime guilds there were, and also guild they were trading. That is Anjuvanan and Manigramam. Those were the 2 great. And the signatories of the charter were Persians, and they had their script in Hebrew and Arabic in Kufic script. So from that charter we know that there were West Asians Muslims and Persians in Kollam in 9th century, it is inferred that Anjuvannan was a body of West Asian seafaring traders settled on the coastal towns. Manigramam, on the other hand, could only be a body of indigenous merchants, as it is found to be rooted in interior places. Subbarayalu, in his paper Anjuvannan, a maritime trade guild of the medieval times, has considered information from Indonesia relating to Anjuvannan. And instead of Anjuvannan, they used to pronounce it as Hanjuman, etc. But that's only a Arabic orthography in the peculiar test. So that he concludes that Anjuman and Anjuvannan are the same, and extended. These trade groups had extended up to Indonesia in the 9th century. A Tamil inscription was found at Lobotovo in Sumatra. The inscription is dated in the Saka era, 1020, which conforms to AD 1088. The script and language is Tamil, closely resembled that of the 11th, 12th century inscriptions of Chola dynasty. So we come to know from this inscription that some merchants had from South India had permanently resided in Sumatra, the better part of Sumatra, Java and Malaya. So owing to political troubles, China had become unsafe for foreigners in the latter part of 9th century.
Paper on a Kadamba coin, gold coin. So it is issued, the reverse is very popular, and then obverse we have a unique mention over there that cyclic year is written in Kannada. So usually they used to write in Nagari, but this one is having Kannada cyclic year. So that is the subject matter of this paper. So this coin is in the collection of Sri Jaganraj Jain. He is also present here, and you can, if you want to see that coin, you can see that coin also. So there are two earlier examples are noticed. One was published in 1948 by G.M. Dikshit. So there the Kannada cyclic year name is Anga, and then another one is published in an auction catalog, that is Oswald auction. There also it is a different Kannada named cyclic year. And here we have the third Kannada cyclic year, it is Saka. It is Saka is mentioned over there. And Sukla, sorry. So this is the second one is published in this auction catalog. First one we don't have that reference, that Dikshit only published in JNSI, the Numismatic Society of India. So I don't have that illustration here. Only my conclusion is that there are 3 cyclic years, that all we know, that Hindu cyclic year, there are 60 years of cycles known in this period, that is called Telanga cycle. So there are 3 cyclic years found falls in this period, 71, 72 and 73, and 2 rulers must have supposed to issue these coins. One is Sivachitta, the other one is called JKC III. So we are attributing to JKC III, that reverse legend clearly states that it is an issue of JKC III, and this cyclic year falls at the end of his career, that Sivachitta was ruling in that 13th century, that it falls in the end of the career, and we are concluding hypothetically that it could be possible also for that Sivachitta might have issued these coins. So yeah, what we call comprehensive study on this coin will give you more picture about the cyclic year seen on this, Kannada cyclic year seen on this coin. I want to say this one. Yeah. Reverse are all popular na, Saptakodi.
Kanduru Chodas ruled parts of present Mahbubnagar and Nalgonda districts of Telangana between 1060 to 1160 AD. And this area was known as Kanduru Nadu. There are a large number of epigraphs of the rulers of this dynasty, and various names are there. Eruva, Bhimavan, Tonda, Udayana, and all that. Next slide. And Kandur Chodas ruled as subordinates of Western Chalukyas of Kalyana, and Udayana Choda was a subordinate of the Bhulokamalla of Kalyana Chalukya, and Bhimana flourished under the Jagadekamalla, who succeeded Bhulokamalla. So early rulers of the Kakatiya dynasty said to have made wars with these Kandur Chodas. And later the Chodas admitted the overlordship of the Kakatiyas. Beginning they had to fight wars with them, but later they became subordinates of the Kakatiyas. But it looks as if that subjugation was not complete at all. Because I will show you the coins. Epigraphs of Kandur Chodas claim their descent from Karikala. You know, there are a lot of these Telugu Choda kings who ruled coastal Andhra, Nelluru, all that. 7 or 8 groups were there. They ruled for a long time. And the biggest hoard of, next slide, and biggest hoard of gold coins in the whole country. In India, this is the biggest hoard of gold coins which was found in 1913. There were more than 16,000 coins and so on. They were thoroughly studied by Krishna Shastri, who according to the inscriptions of the Nellur Chodas and other Chodas, they said whoever has this title of Bhujabala Veera, those coins belong to Telugu Chodas. And all of them, they said they descended from that Karikela, and then they had the Gotra was the same Gotra and so on. So in Telangana region, only Chodas were there, these Kanduru Chodas. But they also claim their descent similar to the Telugu Choda kings, the same Karikela, and then they were subordinates of the Kalyana Chalukyas and then Kakatiyas sometime and so on. Just to look at this coin and so on. So this coin is typical of the coin of the Kakatiyas. You have got 2 Sris, 4 Padmas, and then 1 Bhujabala Bhava. Bhujabala, wherever that title is there, those kings, they belong to Telugu Chodas and so on. Because thousands of coins, Krishna Shastri studied them and so on. Wherever he found those coins with that title, mostly it belonged to the Telugu Chodas and so on. But this coin is not like the coins which were found in coastal area. Coastal area coins I will show you. Next. And there are of course 9 symbols on this coin. There's a typical lion was there. Telugu Chodas in the center. Peripherally there are 4 lotuses, 2 Sris, and sun and moon symbol and so on. Bhujabala Bhava symbol was there, which I shown you. Next step. And then this is typically Kakatiya coin and so on. Kakatiya coins have got these 9 symbols. Then Varaha is in the center. And then 2 Sris are there, 4 Padmas are there, and 2 for the legend and so on. So that coin which I showed you belongs to Kanduru because it is more like a Kakatiya coin, but the title is Bhujabala. Bhujabala had only the Telugu Chodas and so on. That's why that coin probably belongs to Kandur Chodas. And then the next slide. And this is a typical gold coin of the hoard which was found near the Warangal. Padmakshi Gutta temple, that 9 symbols are there. 1 symbol is in the center, then you have got 8 on the periphery. And the next slide. And then just look at the whole thing of the survey of annual reports of the epigraphy from 1936-72. Only very few people had that Bhujabala title and so on. And Bhujabala Veera. And of course, I think you published that coin, Bhujabala Madai. That was a local coin from the Nellore region and so on. So those coins were popular, gold coins. They were called Bhujabala Madai. Next. And that was the popular currency in the 11th and 12th centuries at that time. Next. But only reason is this is typically the coin, one of the coin from the Kodur hoard of 16,000 coins and so on, where Krishna Shastri said more than half of them belong to the Telugu Chodas and so on. And based on that Bhujabala title and so on. Bhujabala title is there, coastal area is there, gold coin is there, and this is typically sun and moon symbol, other things are there. This is a typically coin of the Telugu Chodas who ruled the coastal area. But here, the coin is like a Kakatiya coin, but title is there. Then the question comes up is that except Kandur Chodas, nobody else ruled in this part. And they, for a while, they admitted overlordship of the Kakatiyas, but not all the time and so on. I found a inscription of Ganapati Deva. Ganapati Deva was ruling at that period, this Kanduri Choda inscription is there, who calls himself a Maharaja. And how could he call himself a Maharaja unless he was not totally subjugate to the Kakatiyas and so on? That's why that coin, I think, Bhujavala title, must belong to Kanduri Choda. Next. So that was what I wanted to show you in the title of the Telugu Chodas, but coin like Kakatiya. But Kakatiyas never completely defeated the Kanduri Chodas. They ruled part of that Mahbubnagar, Nalgonda area and so on. So this coin belongs to them. Thank you.
Please send in particular font. It may be any font, but they change the font. You may be having. In middle, some other font comes, it becomes a problem.
Ask them to include the names, sir. Many are not writing their names.
That they will write the mail with the name. And while you quote the original one. Simply you quote it and leave it. And some people quote your articles as the authority. So secondaries, third it becomes. So it becomes a problem. Of course, these are the things which are required to get the UPSC's approval. That is, they see everything. So even if quoting is not properly done, we are not seen. Of course, Radhakrishnan is putting all his might to see it, because he has got full, of course, energy to see it. But anyway, while you quote it. We don't say don't quote it. Quote it, but give the original source. Put the number and give the original source. Don't say as if it is your thing. It becomes a problem. Of course, the UPSC may not recognize our journals. Since we are appealing. Yeah, UGC may not apply. It is a very significant moment for us. For quite a long time, that is, we were thinking about the institute to separate endowment lectures in different aspects of numismatics. Every society has got endowment lectures. Just because of the time constraint also, we met only for 2 days in a year. That is, we gave more opportunity to the students and also the participants and also delegates. So we have not started that so far, but now it is very important for us to have an endowment lecture, especially and the great personalities who built this society, especially it was the founder president, Dr. K. Krishnamurthy, R. Krishnamurthy was with us all these years. For the past 2 years we were missing him. And he was behind all the forces. All these journals could come because of his encouragement, and also because of he was very particular. That is, all the articles of any person should come up. He will personally see and see. And the development of numismatics, especially in South India, was because of his the efforts and also his encouragement. So we are going to have a separate write-up on Krishnamurthy, so I don't elaborate it. Especially for me, it was a great loss. His missing was a great loss. Because more than his academic qualifications and also his contributions to numismatics, he was a human being, firstly. He was very kind to everybody. Everybody is going and asking you, give a very, very hard hearing, and he will say that is, he will solve the problem. That is his thing. He will say, he will take it as a personal thing and do. And his contribution to, that is, Tamil Nadu also is so great. Tamil Nadu, Tamil language, Tamil script, everything. So this Radhakrishnan will say. But we are starting it in an auspicious day today. That is, every year we will have a endowment lecture on his name. Today, that is, now we are having Dr. Sabandala with us to give this lecture. She's also a great scholar, which we will know. That is, with the speaker, we have interacted with her in so many conferences. Only past few years, 4 or 5 years, she was absent to our conference, but she was here in all our conferences. She has contributed for our journal also. Now I will request Dr. Radhakrishnan to give the introductions about Dr. R. Krishnamurthy.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a great honor to me to introduce the veteran numismatist, the lion amongst the South Indian numismatics, to introduce the August audience of this 32nd South Indian Numismatic Society conference. I just read two pages and then we can follow the Sakuntala Madam's lecture. Dr. R. Krishnamurthy, born in 1933, fondly known as RK to his close associates in India and abroad. He was a man of many facets, journalist, reformer of Tamil script, archaeologist, epigraphist, numismatist, and philanthropist. As the editor of Tamil daily Dinamalar, he was well known to the Tamil-speaking general public. RK studied BSc degree in geology from Alagappa College, Karaikudi. He obtained his master's degree in the same subject from the world-renowned college, Presidency College of Madras, and excelled by securing first rank in the university examinations in 1956. RK's interest towards Tamil language and script led to many reforms in Tamil writing and printing. It was through V. Ramamurthy, B. Literature, who inspired Dr. RK to do research on origin of Tamil language and script. In 1977, as a part of editorial work of Tamil daily Dinamalar, persuaded him to discover new innovative ideas on simplification of Tamil script for simplified printing. The reforms in Tamil letters got recognition of Tamil Nadu government as an official script in 1979. This is an important milestone in the printing history of Tamil. His research in Vattaluthu, that was an ancient script followed by the Pandyas, yielded the publications of three major books known as Tamil Vattaluthu 1980, Vattaluthu in Chera country in 1982, and later period Vattaluthu 1985. Subsequently, he studied Tamil Brahmi script and deciphered many inscribed coins of Sangam age Cheras and Pandya dynasties. Incidentally, Dr. RK specialized in numismatic studies and research. He discovered, studied, and published several coins minted by Chera Chola Pandya kingdoms of the Sangam age. His reading of coin of the Pandya kingdom bore the legend Peruvaladi, the title of several Pandya kings, and a coin of Chera kingdom depicted the legend Ma Kotai in Tamil Brahmi, published for the first time. Dr. RK also discovered and studied the coins of Malaymon chieftains of Sangam age. He published several monographs in Tamil and comprehensive book entitled Sangam age Tamil coins in English. This is the sole comprehensive and authentic publication on this subject in English and is rightly regarded as RK's magnum opus and illustrates a large number of Chera Chola Pandya coins. He also authored a book on the Pallava coins in 2004. Besides, RK has studied and published monographs on ancient Greek and Roman coins from Tamil Nadu, mainly from Karur and Madurai, the ancient capitals of the Cheras and the Pandyas respectively. He also studied and published certain interesting and rare Chinese coins discovered from Tamil Nadu. These publications on the foreign coins found in India are of great importance and gained high reputation to Dr. RK among scholars in Europe and US. Dr. RK established the Tamil Nadu Numismatic Society in 1986. Along with the South Indian Numismatic Society, the function was presided by Dr. B.L. Gupta, the father of Indian numismatics, in 1986. In 1991, they formally organized the first seminar of the studies in South Indian Numismatic Society. So along with few scholars that was started in 1991, the society has now become a major academic association and remembered for its high standard journal Studies in South Indian Coins, published annually for the last 3 decades. He instituted a medal in honor of Dr. P.L. Gupta to be awarded to distinguished scholars working in the field of South Indian numismatics. Many of RK's research papers have been published in the journal. In this journal, in 1999, he presided over the annual conference of the South Indian Numismatic Society held at Kanyakumari. In 2004, the Madurai Kamaraj University conferred him on the Doctorate of Science. In 2015, Dr. RK received the prestigious Tolkappiyar Award from Tamil Nadu government from Pranab Mukherjee, the 10th President of India. RK was closely associated with the Numismatic Society of India, headquartered in Varanasi. In 1996, he presided over the annual conference of the Numismatic Society of India held at Pune. He was a recipient of C.H. Bidulf and T. Tejikachari medals. These are the two medals organized by the Numismatic Society of India for the promotion of the South Indian numismatics. The Bidulf medal and Tejikari medals are very important for him. In 1998, he was elected as a Fellow of Royal Numismatic Society in London. He nurtured and sponsored many local coin societies in Tamil Nadu and helped them to conduct annual exhibitions on coins to promote the study and inculcate hobby among the young children. Here, we are duty bound to express our sincere thanks to Mrs. Rajalakshmi Krishnamurthy, who was a source of inspiration behind Dr. R.K. in all his endeavors and success. Madam, your constant support and encouragement in these activities of South Indian Numismatic Society inspires us a lot, and we believe it will go a long way for academic purpose in the future. Thank you. Thanks all.
Thank you, Dr. While instituting endowment lecture and the great personality as he described, as we were told, we scanned who can give the first lecture, that is for this endowment lecture. Then only Sakuntala came to our, Dr. Sakuntala came. She is like our sister, and she has given so much of support to the society. She's a good scholar. So now he invited to give lecture. Before that, I request Virendra to tell a few words about Dr. Sakuntala.
It is not small one, sir. It's a 17 pages bio, and she says more than that. So you have missed some more pages also. But I am not going to study the entire thing. I will give the gist only. She is a very versatile scholar, and she is from Tirupati, Venkateshwara University. Settled there only. MPhil, PhD, and field experiences, languages known. These are so many things are there, but let us go to her academic this thing. She has supervised 4 scholars, and MPhil is 1 scholar. Then she published on her own 2 books. And coming to research activities, 2 major projects she has taken, and research papers published around more than 35 research papers. I am not going to read all in paper. Then seminars and conferences she has attended so far 70. It's a huge number. Then almost entire India she has toured. Then workshops organized on her own, around 10 workshops at various colleges, and she was activities, membership in academic organization, Indian History Congress, Andhra Pradesh History Congress, South Indian Numismatic Society, Rock Art Society, Indian Science Congress, and she was a board member and for Board of Studies, Chairman BOS, member for Duburu Ramana Women's College, member of Board of Studies, University, TTD Museums, and expert of history for AP College Education also. Then administrative positions held are Head Department, Special Officer, Deputy Warden, Warden, Chairman of BOSS. These are the administrative, apart from the academic, she held these positions. Then member in academic executive bodies, AP History Congress, South Indian Numismatic Society, and SVU Alumni Association also. And she has published a book as editor, editorial board, member editorial board in AP History Congress, SV Students Handbook, then annual reports of SV University. Then cultural activities means youth festivals she organized, and Gangadhara Sahiti Kutumbam Tirupati, she is the member in that. Then she is also consultant for the TTD museums and Sri Satyasai schools, Adanapalli. As the resource person, she is Sweta, TTD lo, there is one organization called Sweta. Then academic staff college, SV University, Women's Degree College, like another 10 or 12 colleges are there. Then she participated in Satyasai Seva organizations and she is a devotee of Satyasai, participated in 14 or 15 programs. And lastly, around research publications, apart from the seminars and all, she is around 25 research publications she has published. So this is the small biodata of her. Now let's wait to hear her. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Virendra. More than that, which appealed to us is she's a great devotee of Satyasai. If you talk to her for 10 minutes, you will also become a devotee. She will convert you to a devotee. She's a great devotee, and such a person has come to us to bless this occasion, that is with an inaugural address. So I will request the Madam to honor her and start the lecture. Madam Krishnamurthy, please come here.
Respected Raja Reddy sir, K.P. Rao and Krishnamurthy sir and Mrs. R. Krishnamurthy and Professor Sudharani and Dr. Virendra, Radhakrishnan sir and other dignitaries, other fellow teachers and research scholars. Good evening to everyone. Let me at the outset express my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to the office bearers of South Indian Numismatic Society for honoring me by nominating to deliver the first endowment lecture in memory of Dr. R. Krishnamurthy, the doyen among the South Indian numismatists, at this 32nd annual conference, which is being hosted at Dr.B.R.Ambedkar Open University, Hyderabad. Because really I'm grateful. I have conducted 2 South Indian Numismatic Society conferences where R. Krishnamurthy has attended for these both. So I was very much happy that he was there. So I express my sincere thanks to Madam Rajalakshmi Krishnamurthy for the interest shown in forming an annual endowment lecture on her late husband, Dr. R. Krishnamurthy's memory, and invite me to deliver the first lecture in the series. Really, I am very thankful to you, madam. Dr. R. Krishnamurthy Garu was the president of the South Indian Numismatic Society, as already Radhakrishnan sir told, fondly referred to as the RK by those who know him well. Dr. RK was the respected journalist and the editor of Tamil Daily Dinamalar, a Tamil newspaper widely read for its high quality contents. So Dr. RK is one of the founder members of the South Indian Numismatic Society and was the first general secretary of this society. He served the society in various capacities and brought out a highly reputed journal that is, as everybody is carrying today, that is Studies in South Indian Coins for Numismatics among the other journals published in India. So we are thankful to Madam Rajalakshmi Krishnamurthy, who was pillar behind him always in all his endeavors. With these few words, I would like to present a comprehensive paper on the coins of the Vishnukundins and their derivatives, who ruled around 2.5 a century between 395 to 631 CE in Andhra Pradesh. So my main emphasis would be the work completed on the subject, and also would like to propose the new avenues on which one can further enhance the study of the coinage of the Vishnukundins. Because from the beginning of my career, I was taking up a project on Vishnukundin coins, and Professor Rajendra Prasad, who passed away, he was our colleague, and he was encouraging me to do the work on Vishnukundin coins. So first I was taken up as a small project from ICHR. Then I thought I would apply for a major research project. Then UGC has sanctioned me, and then we have catalogued the coins which are laying down bags of coins in our AP State Museum in Hyderabad. So the first major work to appear on Vishnukundin coins was M. Ramarao's catalogue of Vishnukundin coins in Andhra Pradesh Government Museum in 1963. So Dr. Ramarao has classified the Vishnukundian coins into 12 groups on the basis of their obverse and reverse motifs. But however, since then many new discoveries have been made which were previously not known, or new types of coins. So some of these have been published in the forms of articles. When carrying out our research, new coin types and methods were included and convinced us to write for a fresh catalog. So in writing this catalog, we benefited from some of the earlier writings and also the authors of which our thanks are due. We have also received the ready cooperation of many others. So this study is part of major research project, as I said, Catalog of Vishnukundian coins, which aims at creating a comprehensive catalog on this particular topic. So the information in this work briefly discussed the history of Vishnukundians and the numismatic development of the Vishnukundian coinage. So the types of the main symbols and weight standards are discussed here, and a large number of Vishnukundian coins has been reported from several sites in the Deccan and Andhra. So nearly 911 Vishnukundian coins were studied and catalogued, which are collected from AP State Archaeology and Museums, which are found at various places, such as Kisara village, Rangareddy district, Tangudapalli, Vijayanagaram district, and Korukonda, East Godavari district, Revuru village, Nalgonda district, Talukunta village, near Karimnagar district, and also other places. So as far as the metal of these coins, it is interesting to note that Vishnukundians used iron content amongst other base metals along with copper. And the Vishnukundians, they ruled Andhra Desha and also parts of Vidarbha during 4th and 7th century CE. So in the 4th Satavahana period, the Vishnukundians were powerful and exerted great influence in the central and eastern Deccan as Vakatakas in the northern Deccan and central India, to whom they have matrimonial alliance. So this period is also noted as a period of economic reforms. So archaeologically, the economic condition is best represented by the coins and currency system. So the coinage of the Vishnukundians, next to the Satavahanas, stand out in importance. So the Vishnukundians revived the Vedic religious sacrifices, and their copper plates and coins, they revealed their faith in both Vaishnavism and Saivism. So based on the 9 copper plate grants and stone inscriptions, the chronology of the kings may be reconstructed. So Indravarma I, who ruled from 388 to 400 CE, Madhavavarma I ruled from 400 to 418 CE, Govindavarman I, 418 to 455 CE, and Madhavavarman II, 455 to 490 CE, Devavarman 490 to 493, and Madhavavarman III 493 to 522, and Vikramendravarman I 520 to 528, Indravarman II 528 to 556, and Vikramendravarman II 556 to 570, Govindavarman II 570 to 576, and Madhavavarman IV and Majana Bhattaraka ruled till 623 to 624. This is their, based on the inscriptions, the rulers. So who are the issuers of the coins? This is most important, and because we don't find any inscription on these coins. So the line and temple issues, only with symbol, appear to be the first among the Vishnukundian series, which were issued by Madhavavarman II, the most powerful among the early Vishnukundian rulers. So it deserves to be credited as the heralder of an independent coinage for Vishnukundian dynasty. So the line was their Lanchana, as seen from the earliest seals, namely Tummalagudam plates of Govindavarman I, and also Velpuru pillar inscription of Madhavavarman II. So again I state, it was Madhavavarman II who altered the seal on the Ipuru copper plates. So here the seal was divided into sections by a horizontal line. So the upper register depicted the Srivastha in the center, flanked by flag, and the legend Sri Madhavarman was given in the lower register. So it appears therefore that Madhavarman II first innovated the coin devices by adapting the royal lanchana, that is lion with raised paw. So based on the inscription, we can say that with these figures, we can say that these are the coins of the Vishnukundins. So from the seals and inscriptions added to the auspicious Srivatsa as the abbot's device, while the flog as depicted on the seal of the Ipuru plates 1 formed part of the reverse in combination with the temple of Sri Parvata Swamin, the deity of the Vishnukundin Vamsha from now onwards. So we may also logically presume that the line and temple type was standardized sometime after the issue of Ipuru plates 1, that is after 37th regnal year of Madhavarman II. So there is no unanimous identification on the reverse motif of the Vishnukundin coins, because it has been invariably identified as a temple, a vase, or a conch within a red circle. So Mariman Ramarao, who has studied the reverse symbol as temple, so a few other scholars, especially B.D. Chattopadhyaya, they attribute the reverse motif as a conch or a vase. So it is generally accepted as a conch prominently depicted at the center flanked by lampstands within a red circle. So the uninscribed bull type, either conch, quotient, or standing or to right with chakra or conch on the reverse appear to have been issued later. So incidentally, Vikramendra Bhattarakavarman II, after consolidating the northern territories under the influence of the Vakatakas and their close allies, Bharasivanagas of Padmavati, issued another coin type based on the earlier local symbolism. So this bull type series possess certain northern traits and differ from the Salankaina or early Pallavas. So these are smaller and weighing less uninscribed bull type and were closer to the later Satavahana types from Kondapur. So bull appears as the lanchana in the Tundi plates of Vikramendra Bhattarakavarman II, Uttamashraya. So B.D. Chattopadhyaya, he however holds an opposite view based on Velleshwaram evidence, and he opines that the bull type coins are earlier and the origin of line type coins can be put towards the end. So the issuer of the bull type, however, is regarded as Vikramendra Varman I. So Vikramendra Varman I was Vishnukundi Vakataka Vamsa Dvaya Alankrita Janman. So it is almost certain that the region of Western Maharashtra, Vidarbha, and Dakshina Kosala were under the Vishnukundin control during this period. So apart from inscriptional evidence, the coins offer a clear picture. The ubiquitous evidence of coins of lion and temple type, lion and conch or chakra, in sites as far as Nevasa, Pavanar, and other places in the Vidarbha region, Western Andhra region, sites like Telangana areas of Karimnagar, Nalgonda, and the latest from Kisargutta. So besides Yelleshwaram and Nagarjunakonda, clearly they speak of the vast expansion of the dynasty. So likewise, the bull type, standing or quotient, with the reverse conch or chakra have also indicated a wider distribution pattern. So occasionally, both the varieties were found together at Paunar and other Vidarbha sites, also at Gurjala, Yelleshwaram, and other places. So the temple device on the reverse was also rarely on some bull type coins from Vidarbha and Prakasham district. So the greater numbers and varieties are notably from the Vidarbha region rather than Andhra and Telangana. So as I said already, Mariman Ramarao has published a series of coins with many variations, and he has also read a letter. The coins of usual type with the legend Ka and Ra, which represents the full name of Vikramendra. So coins from Pavanar in Maharashtra show a new variation of this type. So they have ornamented line without the double Ya symbol on the obverse and the axle of a wheel as if viewed from the sides of the reverse. So R. Subramaniam has reported coins from Gurjala and Yelleshwaram with bull on the uppers and reverse a trident flanked by 2 lampstands with a red circle. So the legend Kra, Ma or Vikrama are also read. So they are attributed to Kiravendra Varman. So Mariamman Ramarao has doubted this because bull was the crest of Pallavas. But then coins may be assigned to the Vishnu Kundins, as a particular device might have continued despite the dynastic changes. So bull, trident or bull conch types are found in Vishnu Kundin area. So the red circle motif is associated with this type. So the continuity of this type in the Eastern Chalukyan period in Andhra shows its popularity. So in Elleshwaram excavations, Vishnu Kundin layers yielded bull conch type along with the line and waist type. So the legend Vikramendra Varman also support the attribution to Vishnu Kundins. So chronologically, we can say that bull type might have been issued in the 5th century, while line and waist type in later series, as Ramarao attributed to Madhav Varma. So AP State Department of Archaeology and Museums, as I said already, they have roughly around 900 and odd coins, but catalogued only 758 coins, and other coins were distributed to all district museums, and 146 coins were collected from Birla Archaeological Cultural Research Institute, Hyderabad, and 7 copper coins were found in the Srivari Hundi of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams, Tirupati. So these coins of Vishnu Kundins were prepared, we prepared a catalogue giving the coin data as a corpus, and it helped us in the systematic study of the coins and currency system of the period. So all the coins in the collection of the museums are without any legend, and hence they cannot be ascribed to any individual ruler of this dynasty. But the area where we have found, those areas were ruled by the Vishnu Kundins, so we can ascribe them to Vishnu Kundin rulers. So what are the important works that were taken up by previous authors? So the Vishnu Kundins, as I said, in the form of several articles and reports and monographs. As I said, Mariamman Ramarao in particular has published a monograph which is entitled Vishnu Kundin Coins in the Andhra Pradesh Government Museum. And subsequent to this date, thousands of coins have come to light, and in the excavations, as I said, at Kesaragutta, Tangedpalli, Korukonda, Revuru, Talukunta, and besides these, a large number of Vishnu Kundin coins from several ancient sites in Maharashtra like Brahmapuri, Pavanar, Nevasa, Nagar, Nasik, and also Nagpur, they are all reported. And especially the studies, the monographs are from the articles by B.D. Chattopadhyaya, P.R.K. Prasad, S.J. Mangalam, Ajay Mitra Shastri, I.K. Sharma, and Pradeep Meshram. They concern more to the aspect of attribution, especially the 2 series of coins, that is line and bull types. So in spite of the discussions on the attribution of line and bull types and its association of the waist motif, no consensus has been emerged. So another problem in this discussion is the lack of clear illustrations of the legends on the coins. So as a result, either the dating or the reading of the legends does not stand to any reasonable test. So further, the study of weights of coins has not been undertaken by any other scholar. So what we have done is, we have done the weights of the coins. So the main objective of our our study was the coin motifs, the legends, typology, metallic and statistical analysis, and the frequency distribution. And we have catalogued each coin preserved in the museum and also institutions of Andhra Pradesh and other places. And each coin was photographed, and we prepared a table, and also a graphic metallic analysis for the detailed study through histogram method was done. And a study of the economic system of Vishnu Kundin period has been done through our cataloging of coins. What was the outcome of this study? What we have done? So in the evolution of ancient Andhra coinage, earliest to be used were for the punch-marked coins, which were first succeeded by uninscribed cast coins and later by the inscribed coins. So the Satavahana coins were issued from different parts of the Deccan, and these were made mostly of lead, and some of them are portin, bronze, brass, and copper. And very few portrait coins of some of the later Satavahana rules are made of silver and lead. So Ishwakus followed Satavahanas, and their coins are known from Nagarjunakonda excavations and Ongole treasure trove, and these were made of lead. But Vishnukunins issued coins mostly made of copper with mixture of iron and rarely used lead and potin. So the coins issued between the rule of Vishnukunin and that of Bahamani are of very limited, and majority of these coins are made of copper. Subsequent to the rule of Vishnukunins, lead was not used in Andhra Desha. That was the we have observed. So an important object of the study is the economy of the period, which shows great stimuli to agriculture, and new areas were brought under cultivation. So with the decline of Roman trade at the beginning of the 4th century, so the with the decline of Roman trade at the beginning of the 4th century CE, the mercantile economy declined. So however, the maritime trade contacts with the Southeast Asian countries from the Vengi region and the manufacturing of iron objects of military and domestic nature and on large scale in Nalgonda and Karimnagar districts sustained the economy of the period. So the trading region became wider, that is the entire Deccan in the case of Satavahana period, while the exports were textiles and agrarian products. The imports included ivory objects, carnelian beads, intaglios, and stamped pottery. So the cultural products that were exported were Brahmanical and Buddhist images, particularly from 3rd century onwards. So Suvarna Bhumi probably was an area of luxury trade with the east coast, which supplied prestige goods. Another notable feature is that Andhra coast was integrated into wider looping trade system of the coast as well as the indigenous maritime networks between Andhra, Arabian Peninsula, Southeast Asia, or between the Indian subcontinent and China. So hence the coinage of the Vishnukunins was continuous and sustained in each region of the dynastic rule. So a cultural study of the coins catalogued in this study from the points of view of religious symbols, iconography, and technological developments would be highly rewarding exercise. So the vase or Purna Kumbha, one of the 8 auspicious symbols, is found on the Vishnukunin coins. So its occurrence in early Indian Amaravati and Nagarjunakonda's culture is well known. So a comparative study of the two would be useful. A large number of animals have been depicted on these coins. A typological classification of lion or elephant or other animals would add to our knowledge of the contemporary times. So the fine spots of the coins, useful to know the political boundaries of the Vishnukunins. Vishnukunins were confined to the Vengi region, situated between Godavari in the north and the Krishna in the south, with occasionally extensions beyond these 2 rivers. But the province of the coins mentioned above, as I mentioned the places, indicates that the districts of Nalgonda, Karimnagar in the eastern half of the Telangana were also included in the Vishnukunin kingdom. As far as the metal of these coins, as I said already, it is interesting to note that Vishnukunins were the first to have issued iron as a core material for their coins, which were coated with copper alloy at the top. Vishnukunin coins were made from ternary alloy consisting of copper, iron, tin containing about 22% iron, 75.4% copper, and 3% tin. So the majority of Vishnukunin coins have on the uppers a highly stylized line with open mouth, upraised paw, and uplifted tile. On the reverse, a vase flanked by 2 vertical lampstands, all within a red circle. So these coins, except very rarely, do not contain any legend, and hence ascribing them to the Vishnukunins has been a controversial issue for a long time. So earlier, the coins with a line symbol on the uppers were considered as Pallava coins, but a majority of scholars in recent years have veered round to the view that coins with the lion and bull symbols on the uppers and vase or kalasa with the lamp post on either side, inside a red border belonging to Vishnukunins, based on the fine spots of these coins, which are mostly in Telangana and North Andhra regions and not to its south. So Vishnukundan inscriptions as well as the discovery of these coins in excavations, as I said, Dalleshwaram in Nalgonda district, has proved the identity of the coins. So the line type of coin is regarded as belonging to the earlier period of Vishnukundan rule. The line probably symbolizes power and could be dynastic symbol. So most scholars think that river symbol is a vase or kalasa on a pedestal with lamp posts on either side inside a red border, which probably contains water of life. Stands for purity and fertility. So some rivers designs are not enclosed inside a red border. Some scholars consider that river's design depicts a temple unit which is flanked by 2 flock shares, and a survey of large number of these coins reveals that this view is far-fetched. So as for the metal of the coins, it is interesting to note that Vishnukundins were the first to have issued iron as a core material for their coins. Thank you. Which are coated with, as I said, with a copper alloy on top. So Vishnukundins were made from, I have already told you. So the weights of the coins, the 250 copper coins from Kisra village, Rangareddy district, ranged between 1.09 to 8.69 grams, and mean weight was 6.63 grams. So the weights of 130 copper coins from Tangudpalli village, Vijayanagaram district, ranged from between 0.64 to 11.96 grams, and mean weight was 8.25 grams. So the weights of 4 copper coins, Korukonda village, East Godavari district, ranged between 2.76 to 4.71 grams, and mean weight was 3.72 grams. So the weights of 36 copper coins, Korukonda village, East Godavari district, ranged between 2.81 to 5.31 grams, and mean weight was 4.18 grams. So the weights of 258 copper coins, which are found from Revuru village, Nalgonda village, Nalgonda district, ranged between 2.1 to 13 grams, and mean weight was 9.53 grams. So the weight standards, I have given the list of all these coins. It is obvious that the coins of various denominations were issued during Vishnukundan period in different areas. So the lowest weight is 0.64 grams, which are found in Tangudpalli Hort, Vijayanagaram district, and the highest weight is 13 grams, found in Revuru village, Nalgonda district. So we have catalogued copper coin. The main weight is between 2.27 to 9.53. So it shows that Vishnukundins issued coins in different denominations and different weight standards. So coin data has helped us to know the economic change, economic situation, and currency system during 4th and 6th centuries in Andhra under Vishnukundins. So these Vishnukundan coins are great value for the study of ancient Indian numismatics and also their history. So the fine spots of the coins are also useful to know the economy system and also political boundaries of the Vishnukundins. And they were confined to the Vengi region, which was situated in the Godavari in the north and the Krishna in the south, which occasionally extensions beyond these 2 rivers. So as I said, the provinces of these coins mentioned indicates that districts of Nalgonda, Karimnagar, Telangana, all these are in the eastern half of Telangana, which were included in the Vishnukundan kingdom. So this study is useful and base for the future researchers on numismatic studies. And there are avenues also open to have a comparative study of these coins with the coins issued from Southeast Asian countries with a similar bull conch Srivastava motifs that are not explored still today. So there are many references of the sea trade between India and Southeast Asia during the middle of the 4th and 6th centuries CE, especially with the Pallavas and the Andhras, with the Kanaras of Arakan, 5th to 6th century, and Punan, that is from 5th to 6th century of Cambodia. So this is with regard to the, I have given some of the coins to see only the symbol we can see. I mean, I have given only one coin from each side to show you the figures. And also histogram, what we have done, the graph. Pike. So we have done this particular weight standard with regard to histogram. We have done graphs were drawn based on the size and weight of the coin. We have done this. So once again, I thank the organizers of the executive of the South Indian Numismatic Society for giving me an opportunity to deliver the first lecture of late R. Krishnamurthy, and also I thank Rajalakshmi Madam for giving me an opportunity to come over here and deliver the first lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you, one and all.
Dr. Sandra has given you the Vishnukundian coins. Of course, Vishnukundian, some of the inscriptions we edited when I was in publication section, long back. We knew just projected, I remember. So it is a good opportunity for me to remember also the great coins. Vishnukundian is very important for Andhra also. So we are very much thankful to her and for accepting her invitation. It's a very short time, within a fortnight, and she presented this. So with their holy presence here also, every year we will have a very beautiful lecture. We compliment her. Of course, we are the elder person. We can bless you also to give more such lectures to us. Thank you all, and thank her for these things. Also, Rajalakshmi Madam for giving an opportunity to host this also. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Madam Shakuntala, for throwing light on the coins of Vishnukundis as part of the research. And we are highly enlightened by the research renderings of Shakuntala Madam. Thank you for being with us. All the way came from SV Tirupati. And as a small token of our gratitude, we would like to felicitate two great women. First, Rajalakshmi Amma. Yes. I request all the guests on the dais to come and please.
ఉండని నలిశేఖర్ అవసరం ఏం పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఆ లైట్ ఏం పెద్ద ఎక్కువ పని చేయట్లేదు.
Thank you so much for this very useful and endowment lecture, the first ever endowment lecture on Professor Krishnamurthy endowment lecture by Shakuntala garu. Now we'll end this sessions here, and we'll again because we are awaiting for the cultural program which begins at 6. Thank you so much, all of you, for being very patient with us. Please don't go away. Come for the cultural program because we have another session to await. Thank you.
సరిగమ పదని స్వరాలే మది పాడే జనన జనన లయగతిలో తనువాడే సరిగమ పదని స్వరాలే మది పాడే జనన జనన లయగతిలో.
చూస్తున్నారు సార్, దీన్ని చక్కగా ఇలా రోల్ చేశాను, ఇలాగ ఫోల్డ్ చేశాను, ఇలా ఫోల్డ్ చేశాను, ఇలా ఫోల్డ్ చేశాను. ఓకే, దయచేసి ఎవరు మాట్లాడకండి. ఈ ఐటమ్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. ఇది 500 ఐటమ్ అనుకున్నారు కానీ 500 కాదు. నాకైతే 10,000తో సమానం అండి. చూస్తుందండి. ఓకే, వీడియో కనబడదని నేను అనుకుంటాను. రైట్, చూస్తుండండి. డౌన్ డౌన్ down, 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 right. Slowly there. Giri, edge of the up, PhD. Pillar, I mean, sorry. Pilling the Amaya. Any pilling and Amo, Shadow, pilling the other than Koran numbers. Okay, matter. నేను మాట్లాడతానా? మాట్లాడేనా? నేనేం చేయలేదు సార్, నేనేం చేయలేదు. మీరు ఆయన మాట్లాడాలి. నేను ముందే చెప్పాను మాట్లాడొద్దు అని చెప్పాను. మాట్లాడాలి.
మీరు మిమ్మల్ని ఈరోజు మాకు పరిచయం చేసిన శ్రీనివాస్ గారికి, వీరేందర్ గారికి, అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీలో ఇంత చక్కటి కాయిన్స్ మ్యాజిక్ని మేము సంతోషపడుతున్నాం. డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ హిస్టరీ అండ్ న్యూమిస్మాటిక్స్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ థీమ్, దానికి సంబంధించిన ఒక మంచి పర్సన్ని మాకు పరిచయం చేశారు. ఈ పరిచయం ఇంకా కంటిన్యూ అవుతుందని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. మీరు చాలా మనస్ఫూర్తిగా ధన్యవాదాలు చెప్పుకుంటున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే ఒక ఆర్ట్ అట్లా మ్యాజిక్ని కంటిన్యూ చేస్తూ కేవలం ఒకదాని మీదనే దానికి ఆయన అకుంఠిత దీక్ష, ఆయన డెడికేషన్ మనకి తెలుస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. మీ ఆర్ట్కి మేమేమి ఇవ్వలేము, ఒక చిరు సన్మానాన్ని చేయదలుచుకున్నాము. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ రాజారెడ్డి గారు టు ద టైమ్స్ ఫర్ ద కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కాయిన్స్. I request Lakshya to also to come to the dais. Yeah.
It was a really great expressions and all that. Greatly impressed with the dance and the expressions.
Thank you, sir. So with this, we come to the end of this cultural program. So thank you all for being with us after a hectic day. I think, all our young colleagues, assistant professors and all, for working day and night. And thank you. Let's all go for the dinner. And tomorrow we'll assemble here at 10 sharp to hear the rest of the papers. Thank you so much, all our distinguished guests, and my colleagues and friends, and the artists, and my association, non-teaching association, representatives in Mahesh also, for being with us in this event to bless the artists. Thank you so much.